Oof. Today was a lot more challenging than I had planned it out to be. I did remember what the prompt was in my head, and I had sort of planned out like the poses, the camera angle, what sort of lighting I kind of wanted. But I guess it doesn't matter how long you've been messing around with or have been working in a program, there will always be one or two, if not more, moments where you're just like, help. So today, our duty, our task, was to incorporate. Let me pull them up. For the Inktober half of our fusion, discover. And for the Creeptober half of our fusion, spider. So it's either a discover spider or spider discovery. And so our two intrepid adventurers, our young whippersnappers, our greedy little gremlins, scamper about and they find a spider. So the tasks at hand were I need to once again work with lighting, which is good because as I said, I think it was in June or something, that lighting has to be my weakest sort of situation. Because I can pose and I can move objects around the scene all day long. But when it comes down to lighting the scene and actually like showcasing one thing or kind of obscuring another thing, I am terrible. So it's really cool that for day 2, I thought I was going to actually focus on some other aspect, but it was mostly lighting. There were other aspects. I'm recording this without having any visual sort of thing, so I'm just kind of going off of my memory. Took a little break after. So what I do remember is what I thought was going to be a real struggle was the creation of the sheet. And once again, like the backpack yesterday, I don't think I made the sheet as obvious that that's a sheet, but we'll see. The other thing too that really kicked my butt was the shadow friend. So I have a dark environment, a dark room somewhere. And this character is Shadow, so how do you pop that out? And one of the solutions is either, put lighting on him so that he's got like some kind of outline, or just put an outline on it. It's a shadow. It doesn't have to follow, like both of these characters are cartoons. They don't have to follow all of the laws of physics and reality that we do. So I just, really quickly like refreshed my memory as to how to put an outline on a character, and then obviously just highlight that in white. And then came my most common enemy, which is the choice between the Eevee render engine or the Cycles render engine. And the reason why it's an age-old enemy is because there are certain functions in Blender that work in both, but then there are those functions that refuse to work in Eevee. A lot of them are lighting situations, and some of them refuse to work in Cycles. And the one thing that I that helped me sort of make the shadow friend pop more was the outline, and guess what doesn't work in Cycles? So I had to either think of another way to highlight the shadow friend or figure out another way to do certain lighting techniques that I had set up earlier before I remembered, oh, it doesn't work in Cycles. Um, but yeah, I think after that, it was just sort of like, how do I make it seem more like a room? Because before it was just sort of they're in this dark void. There is no real context as to where they are. I would have loved to have put in like a bed frame somewhere, but I already had enough ambiguous sort of shapes going on. You know what would have really helped the lighting situation is um a like a static white noise TV or something in the background, you know, or even just like a blue some like TV screen, something cooking show in the background, just for to give me another excuse to put light into the scene and in the background of the scene. Why didn't I think of that? But this is what I rendered, so this is what I'm going to submit. Um, Tomorrow is Boots and Cauldron. Boots and Cauldron, Boots and Cauldron, Boots and Cauldron. Doesn't really have the same sort of rhythmic. Anyways. um, I don't have a plan for this one, and I will laugh my face off if it's easier than today. Let me see, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Face paint, binoculars. Oh, I have a plan for that one, and the reason why I'm saying that one out loud is because I have plans for Saturday. So I have to be ready and rearing to go on that day. All right, so that is it for today. I think I didn't do better than yesterday, but I definitely didn't do worse with an asterisk. So let's see if I can do something even crazier tomorrow.